Now, the next time you want to get out there and buy clothing or makeup to try and attract men, I want you to think twice, because it's so much better time spent working on your inner beauty versus your outer beauty. Boobs, butt, physical beauty, that is what society's going to tell you that all men want. So women end up spending 95% of their time focusing on enhancing all of those qualities. And by the way, if you want to focus on clothing and makeup for your own needs, that's fine. But when it comes to attracting love, I want you to be focused on your inner beauty, because at the end of the day, men might be initially drawn to those like physical qualities at first, but it really is irrelevant when it comes to creating a long-lasting relationship. And by the way, the only men who care about those things are only interested in seeing your beautiful behind for one night. So in this video, we're going to be talking about the 6 ways to radiate that inner beauty that men find massively attractive. Keep watching. Hey there, my name is Adam LaDolce. I'm an executive love coach and the CEO of Love Strategies, where we help successful single women get out there and attract love and do it with a proven strategy. And before I was an executive love coach for women, I actually used to coach high-value men on how to get out there and flirt with you. Yes, you. And I remember I would have a lot of interesting moments happen where I was working with guys to get out there and meet women, and they would start dating beautiful women that they were very physically attracted to. But I remember they would come back to me and be like, something is actually really missing, and I think I was focusing on the wrong thing. And so they started to shift their focus onto the 6 things that I'm going to be talking about today, and their desire went from just dating women to suddenly getting married to one woman that they can spend the rest of their life with. So what is beauty if you really think about it? Well, it's a combination of qualities that are really pleasing to the senses. These are things that really draw you in magnetically. And when it's beauty on the inside, this is your character, your personality, your just everyday being. Your outer beauty, your physical beauty, that might attract a high quantity of men, but your inner beauty, that is what attracts high quality men. So how do you develop this beauty to attract that high quality guy? Well, I'm using beauty as an acronym. So the B in beauty is to believe in yourself and embrace that self-confidence that is magnetically attractive to men. Now, this becomes really hard to do when you feel like all of your results in dating, if it's not really working right now, if you feel like it's a direct reflection on you, if you feel like the fact that you're not attracting the right men, it's because you are the problem, and I'm here to tell you that is not the case. What if you could instead reframe things a little bit and really disassociate yourself from your results? Instead, if let's say you have a bad date with a guy, instead of thinking there's something wrong with me, instead I want you to disassociate yourself and your ego from that and just be thinking, what if it's something wrong with my strategy? If you reframe it that way, no longer is it going to be a direct hit onto your confidence, and instead it's actually going to be an empowering way to move forward in your love life. And by the way, I used to do this myself. If I had a bad date, I'd be like, what is wrong with you, Adam? And I remember on one of my first dates going way back, I took a woman to an open mic comedy night. All right. If you've ever been to an open mic comedy night, you know that these can sometimes be really, really bad. And I remember halfway through the date, she looks at me and she's like, this is really boring. This kind of sucks. Let's get out of here. And all I remember at the time is thinking to myself, Adam, you suck. Adam, you are boring. Adam, you are a loser. Adam, you don't deserve this girl. And it wasn't until I realized that I need to disassociate those types of feedback from my own internal ego, from my own internal self-worth and self-confidence. What I should have done instead is just thought to myself, okay, maybe next time I'm not going to take someone to open mic night, because that's a really bad idea for a date. And by the way, Adam, I'm still awesome on the inside. It's okay. You just had the wrong strategy. If you believe in yourself and you believe in your inner beauty, then men will tend to agree. The E in beauty is for empathy. Look, the masculine man, he really seeks that feminine energy for her compassion, for her empathy. And that's because as men, it's not something that we get every single day. If he's a high-powered guy at work, he's got a lot going on, let's say he leads a team or leads a company, he's not getting empathy at work. And if you've ever hung out with just a big group of guys together, trust me, it's literally like anti-empathy. Oh, Adam, you've had a rough day? You want to cry about it? Men are vicious with each other and there's no empathy there. Whereas women can very much so be that empathetic energy that we really seek in our regular lives. Women who are really in tune with their guy emotionally, that is incredibly beautiful to a man. He's going to be drawn to it because it's truly irreplaceable. The A in beauty is for an attitude of positivity. Now, contrary to most self-help gurus out there who are telling you all all loads of stuff on the interwebs. Having an attitude of positivity doesn't actually get rid of the negative thinking or the negative thoughts. And I hate to tell you, affirmations don't really do that much. Instead of all that stuff, I believe that having a true attitude of positivity means being able to reframe challenges and problems that we have in our life into a solution. For example, let's say you go out to dinner with a guy and the food just completely sucks, all right? We've all been there. Fake positivity would be telling the guy, oh, this is so good, all is good, my food is okay, like we're having a good time. No! Instead, having an attitude of positivity, what I'm talking about here, would be finding a solution with a positive spin. So instead of like just trying to lie to yourself and be like, oh, everything's gonna be okay, everything is awesome. Instead, you could be like, you know what's the best part about going out to dinner when the food sucks? Be like, what? Like, we get to go somewhere else and get ice cream together. You're like, great. That's the solution. That's what I'm talking about. That is an attitude of positivity, and that's an amazing reframe that you can use in any situation when you're with a guy. The U in beauty is for unleashing your passions. Now, whenever we talk about passion, a lot of people talk about passion as a noun. You must have a passion. But I disagree. It's not necessarily a noun. It's much more of a verb. You must be passionate, having strong feelings or a strong belief towards something. And passion is so beautiful because it's an emotion, and emotions are what bring passion to life. Like, they make it very real. Now, the best part about being passionate about something is you don't actually need to do that thing very often or be very good at it in order to be passionate about it. For example, are you passionate about music? You don't have to play an instrument. You can just talk about your love for music and your favorite artists that you follow and how much you love to listen to when you work or go to the gym. Passion is just something that just radiates out of you, and you have so much emotion about that very thing, but you don't have to actually be good at music. Or if you're like a lot of my clients, are you passionate about pickleball? Look, even if you've only played pickleball once and half the time you were hanging out at the bar, that's cool. You can still be passionate about pickleball. But having something that you're incredibly passionate about is an incredibly beautiful quality that men find just, again, magnetically attracts us to that person because it creates emotion within the connection. The T in beauty is for thankfulness. Look, I believe that gratitude and just thankfulness and just the beauty in life is magnetically attractive to anyone. And this is especially true nowadays, that it seems like everyone nowadays has something to complain about, whether it is the economy or whether it's our politics, the United States, or the entire world, whatever it is, a lot of people have a lot to complain about, and not a lot of people are just focusing on what they have right now that they are incredibly grateful for, and that's incredible in their lives. Look, when we zoom out on our lives, we all have something incredible to be thankful for. So share it with the world. Share it on a date. Tell the guy exactly what it is you're grateful for, and this is going to be truly a sanctuary for him, because a lot of people aren't good at doing that, but when they're with someone who is grateful, suddenly they become grateful for those things in their life that are incredible. And the Y in beauty is your true self. The most beautiful thing that happens when you're dating and when you're getting to know a person is when someone finally takes what I call that dating mask off and reveals their true self. You get to know who they really are, their opinions, their thoughts, their imperfections, their flaws. I mean, the whole shebang, everything. In Japan, there's this art of finding beauty in imperfection. It's known as Wabisabi. And it's like the cracked vase. That's the most beautiful thing in the world. It's much more beautiful because it's cracked rather than being perfect. And, you know, would you rather have the cracked vase that is beautiful in every way because it's imperfect? Or would you rather have that vase that you buy from West Elm that is just absolutely perfect, but it's been manufactured a million times? Imperfection is a way of displaying your character, your intricacies, because all of humans are imperfect. We are imperfect beings. And that is what makes you incredible. That's what makes your soul truly beautiful. So if you're ready to really commit to work on your inner beauty rather than focusing on all those physical attributes, comment beauty right there below. It just lets me know that you've heard this message, that you're going to work on this area of your life so that you can start radiating those incredible qualities that are going to set you up for a lifelong committed relationship. And as always, if you're ready to take that more empowered approach to love and really get out there and do it with a proven strategy, head on over to thelovesteps.com and I'll walk you through a 7-step process to get out there and attract love and radiate that inner beauty that's within every single one of you. Thanks for watching. Talk to you next week. Bye-bye.